Guten Tag, my name is DMAD, and welcome to another episode of Painted Dog Outpost. So, in this video, we are decorating and filling in the surrounding area, like in between the Painted Dog Outpost right there and the main entrance habitats. This first habitat that I'm building, I kind of just wanted to be kind of one of these fill-in habitats, if that makes sense. I wanted to keep with the African theme and have some kind of grassland animal or desert, some kind of drier animal that could stay there. So, but yeah, I'm making the little trench right there so they can't climb out. Adding the border. This habitat is, I'm not going to do any rock work with it, but this habitat, I also don't know if I'm going to come back to it. I may switch the animal out. There I am just kind of looking through. I consider nyellas, zebras, wildebeest, kind of juggling my options even with wild horses. But I eventually decided on the dromedary camel. I thought that would be a good animal to put in there. So yeah, adding kind of all the basic enrichment and food, and adding some element, kind of continuing the palm tree idea from the last episode. And I'm also putting, you'll notice I'm putting all the vegetation in clumps. So we'll come back to that in a second or in a minute. But yeah, just adding some rocks around the area for, I don't know, just thought it kind of looked cool. Also adding different types of rocks together, try and break up the color scheme. Putting some terracing in. So yeah, I don't know if I'm going to really move the camels, put something else in here in a future video, because it is kind of a small camel enclosure, but I think it still works. So yeah, again, this is just one of these like fill-in habitats where before you get to this big dedicated section, it kind of provides a neat little animal, little animal to check out. So raising the back end over there, and now I'm adding these fences because I've actually worked around camels in the past. So any vegetation they had, it needed to be like fenced off, otherwise they could either stomp on it or eat it. So yeah, putting a bit of grass in there, not gonna have a lot, just kind of that bit of weeds or grass that sprout up in between the rocks or where the camels don't walk. So, and this is another thing I observed when working with camels, is that sometimes whenever their keepers are cutting browse and other foliage, they'll put it in there with the camels as extra, like adding a little extra to their diet, essentially. Also putting some dried stuff in there to show previous meals. So, yeah, varying up the terrain a little with different sand and soil. Adding a little more enrichment, and yeah, now I'm putting the guest features in there, like little benches and trash cans. Don't know why I'm having so many brain farts, but this is another reason why I may switch it out, because I put multiple camels in this habitat, but there wasn't enough flat terrain to give them all a proper sized barn. So, and I know that sometimes camels, they'll have a social hierarchy, so putting this realistically, that wouldn't make sense because it could corner, like one camel could corner another. So yeah, but I still want to do something custom built. I think it looks decent, but I don't know. If you have any idea of what animal could replace it, I'm thinking maybe a Somali wild ass or black wildebeest or something. So we'll see. But I also wanted to kind of block off the little keeper path in the behind the dried riverbed. So put that elephant grass up there. Added the little pathway to the camels. Also, you see that deck I added. That'll come into play in a future video. So this next habitat, while the camels are a pretty big species to add, I wanted to also have a smaller habitat, smaller like carnivore. I essentially think I wanted to do like a fennec fox. So that's kind of what the habitat was originally designed for. it's going to blend in with the kind of rocky design of the habitat feature in the last video, the main entrance, the dried riverbed. So you see I add the camels. I also had a backstream camel, you may have noticed. I get rid of it. I just wanted the regular dromedaries. So adding some vegetation, some more trees to kind of provide cover, and also decoration. And then, doing my thing with the rock work, adding all these rocks. Oh, the plan was to cover up as much of cover up all the concrete. Also trying to blend all these rocks in together, try and make it kind of flow into each other. So I also wanted to add this lip over the habitat where the animal in question, just so there was no possibility that it would be able to jump out. So, yep. Adding more rocks, little rocks to add more detail. Yeah. And then also continue with the putting the rocks over the edges of the glass. That also provides a bit of a lip, I think, so that the animal can't grip on, I think. So, kind of plays into the theming. So, yeah. I don't know if I actually put what animal is going to be in here on the... I don't think I will. I'm recording this before I make the thumbnail, so... But yeah, so as I'm just adding more overhangs so that the animal couldn't possibly jump out. Also, I added these flat slabs of rock to the wall so that those can obviously, disguise the most of the concrete. I think it turned out pretty decent. Not gonna lie. So yeah. As far as any future habitats go, in the next video I'm gonna start a new section. Okay, this part was really a pain. So I had this, of course, little narrow pathway. So I ended up putting it. The back end goes through the Painted Dog Outpost area. So keepers kind of have to go around. And in response to that, I also added these rock slabs to kind of just hide that behind the scenes area. So yeah. Yeah, there's not much else to really say. Excuse me. Yeah, clearing throat, that's what you clicked on this video for. So yeah, adding some more grass and foliage, because I don't think this animal would be as destructive as like a camel. So also adding some surrounding decor, like the vines kind of down, or pointed down. So some more rocks, because it's a small animal, so it gives a lot of space to climb. Raising the glass so there's no possibility that the animal will escape. And yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's not over yet. Hope you guys enjoy and consider subscribing for more Planet Zoo content. I do really want to add more types of content. So yeah. Anyways, putting some more gardening. There's more natural like gardening on one side and then more decorative. Anyways, adding plants around, some more dried grasses, some bushes, and also some leaves. Now whether these leaves fall from the tree there or they're also added as enrichment, leave it up to you to decide. So yeah, adding some more grasses and also a tree right here because I thought it would be a neat little centerpiece. So just trying to find the right tree. Not too big, not too small, just right. There we go. And also adding all these plants around it. So yeah, there's not much to say. Adding the guest features. The problem with this area is that the terrain is, as you can see, kind of warped. So I decided to review what animal I wanted to put in there. Whether it be a fox, I put meerkats. I eventually settle on the sand cat. So, I'm gonna clear my throat real quick. So yeah, and I add little kind of terracing I add little terracing. I add the cave area there for it. So, and then just get a simple little sand cat, and then add it to the main plaza area. So yeah, kind of just checking on some of the other animals, adding the informational sign, and now the sand cat's in here. So yeah, that's pretty much the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed and will consider liking and subscribing to the channel, as well as following us on our other social media platforms, linktree in the description below. And share this video out to anyone who likes Planet Zoo builds, camel or sandcat habitats, or just zoos, animals, or video games in general. I thank you all for watching, and remember, always save your progress, do right by your fellow artists, and inspire and create. For your life is an open world, and you have the controller. Auf Wiedersehen!